Hey everybody, Steve Jones 313 here, alongside the Geek King, the Maniacal Bart, the Patron Saint, and Socially Awkward. Didn't fuck up the intro this time. Woot! Only took me two tries. And this is hashtag Total Markout, the place where the two marks get together.
Very well, maybe called Total Markout.
Yeah, where two guys get together and talk about wrestling of the week. That includes what's happening in the world of WWE, general rumours floating around the internet, Geek Kings, you get it! Although at the moment we are doing a bit of a WrestleMania recap style deal.
WrestleMania breakdown.
In relation to a question we asked last week, we'll get to that in a moment. Well, not really in a moment because we've got to do the recap and then the wrestling rumours and all that jazz. And then of course we answer your questions in hashtag Fan Corner. So yeah, and of course, once again, it's two guys.
He's not fucking here.
Yeah.
Not fucking about now.
Yeah. We started recording, and was no Jismy, and we went on Twitter, saw online that he was talking, like bitching about wrestling show. I think it was NXT.
Bitching off Fandango and Biggie Langston and why people were bitter about the legends coming back because they're part-timers.
And I pretty much said to him, I mean, you can all see this all on Twitter. I'm not saying anything behind his back. You can all see it on Twitter if you follow us. I pretty much said, well, we'll assume you're not coming. And that's when he decided to message me back saying, when's recording? And so, it's not like...
Right now.
So, basically, guys, we started going, I'll admit, I kind of cocked up the first time record, so we've had to stop and do the start the recording again. So in that time, we've had this conversation. Admittedly, we're a bit pissed off. But fear not, fellow marks and smarks and all you guys alike. We are not here to dwell on the sorrows. We're not here to dwell on the low points and the anger and the bitterness and the hatred and the evil and all that jazz. Unless that evil is big evil, the Undertaker.
Damn skippy hippie.
No, instead what you're going to have is the producer, hashtag Boss DJ313, along with the reigning and defending hashtag Total Markout quiz champion.
And the best
in the world. The Geek King. And we're going to run you through this week's WWE Raw. So, Geek, take us into it very quickly with... Geek. You have to say...
What?
You have to say those two words.
Fuck it!
Okay, bad mark, you stupid move. Yay! That's going so wrong. Take two, yes, even though I'm not editing it. Just say it during a recap. What's wrong, Geek?
Recap!
Okay, that'll do.
Pretty much what it is.
It is. So,
something happened on SmackDown, something happened on Superstars, something happened on Main Event, something happened on Saturday Morning Slam, and something happened on NXT.
Yeah.
Now to Raw.
On to Raw, where everything actually happens. And scarily enough, Vince McMahon's growing his hair back. This scares me. Oh my god, they're using Times New Roman on the website. This cannot be!
Yeah, man, and the whole website's fucked up. Look how different.
I know. What have WWE done? I mean, the thing is, I've had issues trying to watch Raw and all that jazz, so I'm kind of trying to catch up through the recap. I'm on their website.
Well, this is why we do the recap.
Yeah, but dear sweet mother of holy Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on with their website? This is madness!
Madness, I tell you!
Madness. This is Raw! Ah! Kicking Dixie Carter down a hole.
Tyler's cunt.
Yeah, well, she's in over her head, isn't she?
She's a talentless cunt.
Yeah. So we kick off the show with the most exciting superstar of the 21st century. John Cena! John Cena cut a spot quite a heelish promo, in my opinion.
Boring.
Geek, we have to talk about it, okay?
It was boring.
He cut a semi-heelish pro. I would have cut.
Do you know the heelish part of it?
What?
He went on 5 minutes too long. I'm not even joking. That's what I got thinking about the whole fucking thing. You've gone on too long now. Because he kept looking as if someone was supposed to come out and interrupt him, and no one did.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucked. Anyway, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show, which are
It's the Big Show.
too many lives, oh! And
I hear voices in my head. They come to me when I snort the drugs.
yep, that sounds about right to me. Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, Sheamus, the Big White, was it the Big White?
The Great White.
The Great White, and Big Show.
The world's largest athlete.
Facing who?
Viscera.
JBL called. Who JBL called what happens when you get the Mean Street Posse walking into a karaoke bar. The 3MB. The
3MB, baby!
Which of course is Jinder Mahal, weirdest arms in the business.
And the funny one.
Yeah. You got Drew McIntyre, the chosen one.
The sex god.
And of course, yeah. Then you got Heath Slater, the One Man Band, baby!
Nobody rocks Raw like Heath Slater.
Who lost?
3MB.
Yeah, they
Then the Shield come down. The Shield! I cut a promo.
yes. Oh,
Where Dean...
yeah.
Alright, Dean. We all thought you were Dean Heath Ledger before you were doing Heath Ledger on Raw. You're not a team. You're not going to win anything. Okay, you scared the fuck out of me. And then, probably the smartest one out of all of them, Seth turns around and goes, congratulations, you beat 3MB.
Oh!
I'm like, yeah, I was thinking that.
Yep.
And then Roman does something weird.
What do you do?
He didn't shout.
Blew the Shield.
No, Roman went through and he said that his bit, like, you're not going to be a team, you're not going to be united, you're not going to beat us.
Yeah.
Believe in that. Believe in the Shield.
To be fair, his jaw scares me.
Fucking jaw. But ironically, he did beat up John Cena 6 years after sitting behind him at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Anyway, up next.
So WrestleMania 23 joke is.
It was Dolph Ziggler versus
Perfection!
it was Dolph
With
Ziggler.
AJ Lee. Don't call her crazy. Oh, crazy. Crazy.
And of course, Big E.
Hello. I'm Big E Langston, reporting live from the Royal Rumble.
Versus
Big E Langston, maybe the most hilarious guy in all of the WWE.
accompanied
Don't believe me? Follow him on fucking Twitter.
versus accompanied by Kane.
Now,
Is a man that I know is Daniel Bryan, and you know as
the greatest of all time, the Bear Champion. I can barely hold it at my excitement. I am barely holding it in. Daniel Bryan, the flying goat himself, the Dazzler.
and it was actually a pretty decent match.
Pretty decent.
Well, okay, to be fair, I wasn't a fan of this match at the beginning of it. It seemed off pace for them too. Here's the thing: you could judge a match I judge a match by the people that's in it and how they do. Like a good John Cena match, you can only compare it to his other matches and how he does. These two can do better matches, and there was just something about it that seemed off. I mean, they got it together near the end, but I was watching this going, well, there's something not right. The only way I can describe it is as if they just didn't feel it.
Yeah.
But, compared to every other match, do you know what I mean? I would rather have a dirty pound than have a very clean penny.
And Big E,
yeah.
Wow.
Just Big E just decimated.
E.
Thanks for the finisher points.
Big E, I'm not pointing them all up before Sunday night. Big E has to, Kane comes in, fuck you, Dolph.
Yeah.
After he wins.
Yeah.
And then, Big E comes in and goes, I'm going to sort this fucker out. And Kane goes, I don't think so, big guy.
Kane goes for the choke slap.
And Big E goes, get your motherfucking hands off my motherfucking neck.
I'm surprised Kane's hand could fit around this fucking thing.
And then it's the big ending.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he could get Kane in the big end. Apparently he did.
Yeah, he did. And they stood on top as triumphant.
Yes.
These tag team championships are ours. And have you noticed? They've got the edge. They understand grammar. Just saying. How can you beat a team that understands the grammar? That there are champions, not champion.
Champions, 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 champions.
And then,
Sean.
I didn't know he was going to be on the show.
At all.
I didn't know.
You missed it at the beginning of the show when they announced it.
Yeah, because I missed the beginning.
And because during the break, when they said he'll be on next.
Adam and I was starting to watch it, and I went to grab some food.
All right.
I came back in, and Cena was already in the ring before he had the mic.
And you just went.
And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then when the break's about to start, I left the room.
All right.
Because, obviously, piss break. So, Adam decides, I'm saying fuck all.
Nice. So,
nicely
done, Funk.
So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I think how cute. Oh my God, it's Sean! That's my literal reaction. I was like,
that looks like what I imagine. Oh my God, it's so fluffy! It looks like
it's so fluffy. I'm gonna die. I just loved it. I was like, it's Sean, and I was like, get off. It's Sean, you're Michaels. And then it was like, the thing is, we kind of rewound it a bit.
Right.
So we're watching.
Well, you probably had to rewind it so you can actually hear what Sean said.
Well, no, it's because at one point where I had basic English, I had to go back and watch what Cena had said. Believe it or not, we actually bothered. So we were watching on the recorded version. So we're and obviously that ended, so we caught up. Scrambling to get on the normal channel. I hit every button except 403. I was like, get Sean! And Adam was just pissing himself laughing. And eventually watch it, and I was just like, I was like, oh, he's not very loud, is he? I was like, he's been away, you have to shut the microphone, he's not used to it, shut up, don't text him. And I was just like, easy Tiger. And then Shawn was talking, then Triple H came out, which annoyed me a little bit, because Shawn was talking.
Yeah, but he was preemptively striking before Sean said something that he didn't like.
But as my last always says, you never ever assume because you make an ass out of you and me. Or as I like to say, never make an assumption because then you make an ass out of you and precisely. So when Triple H,
basically, never assume anything because it's an assumption. So and you make yourself an ass.
Yes, exactly. And the point is, Triple H is like, you're going to tell me you can't do it. Sean's like, you can't do it. I'm here to tell you that you better fucking do it. It's like, yeah. That's how you do it. He says, and I'll be in your corner. So like WrestleMania was booked at that moment. At which point Paul Heyman comes out and blah 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 blah. For once, I couldn't give a shit what Paul Heyman was saying. I was done. I couldn't at that point. Hey! Stop it! Geek. Now's not the time for this.
It was poorly.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
It was poorly.
I don't care.
I tell you!
Stop moving my chair! I'm short enough as it is! Stop lowering my chair! Keep lowering my chair, it's not fair.
I know.
That rhymed. You know what else rhymes with fair? Chair? Bear!
And bear! It's the bear hook! It's the bear hook! It's the bear hook!
Oh.
Dazzler.
Indeed. But yes, Paul Heyman basically came out and was like saying, Sean, not really a good idea. I mean...
Really?
Really, it's not the best idea you've ever had, if we're honest here.
Really?
Brock did his usual good job of saying fuck all.
Well done, Brock.
Yep. This is smart for you.
It is.
And Shawn was essentially like, come and have a go.
Sean kept stripping off.
He's like, come and have a go.
Like, Triple H took his top off and revealed some huge arms.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it because he's kept his jacket on for most of the time. And he's obviously building his biceps, and I didn't expect them to look like they had tumours in the focus.
Yeah.
It's not a tumour. And then Sean kept Sean he's getting old, so he had to have many layers on. You had that feels boss. He had he had a body warmer on, and he took that off, and he had his shirt off, and he had a white old man's vest underneath that, ready to fight. Do you have a white vest on?
That was like a sports kind of vest, dude.
It wasn't. It was a white old man's vest.
It actually has a logo on it.
It was a white man's vest. It was a wife beater.
Yeah.
Whereas we all know Shawn doesn't beat the wife, he just pays Jericho to do it. Boom! In your face! In her face! In the eye!
Don't forget, it's CM Punk versus The Undertaker.
Ah! No, I didn't like that.
Look at your face, then. Up next, it was Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett.
There's only one Wade Barrett. There's only one Wade Barrett. Walking along, singing me song. Walking in a Barrett wonderland. There's only one.
Versus on radio. Tell me everything you know.
Bang!
That's what you know.
Ballhammer!
Basically, Wade Barrett beat Zack Ryder.
Duh! Zack Ryder.
Okay, let's
Zack Ryder, or I'm going to call him Al Snow.
Let's play the game. I'll name an opponent that might fight Zack Ryder. You tell me who wins. John Cena versus Zack Ryder.
John Cena.
Kane versus Zack Ryder.
Kane.
Big Show versus Zack Ryder.
Big Show.
What?
Big Show. Big Show.
I got caught up. I lost me on track there. Because I was hearing your answer from the question before. Going, hang on, what? I just realised my brain was going slower than you.
Hey! What's your fucking mouth? Uncle fucker.
My brain works faster than most people's. It's a fact.
At least I can actually know a question. Are we stopping on Big Show? Yeah?
Yes, we're going to stop a Big Show. The point is, Zack Ryder doesn't win. He had one in he had one United States Championship run, decent tag team runs, but no. Zack Ryder needs to stop bitching.
Push me. Push me. Push the button. I'll push the fucking button on the back of your neck.
That's ridiculous. Anyway, Mark Henry versus
Santino
wrong gimmick.
What's like doing that?
I just like a theme tune.
Santino.
Yeah. Oh, Santino! This is awesome. I wonder who does it. Maybe it's the same as the Dick Christians.
Possibly. I also like the fact that Santino had played an April Fool's joke on Ricky and on Team Bricky, and that.
No! Stop reminding me he has a job.
On Team Bricky, and that's why he ended up being in this match against who you didn't know, and you kind of assumed it was going to be.
And he fucked it up. April Fool's Day only lasts till 12 o'clock.
Yes, as you found out.
As I know for a fact, it's supposed to end at 12, but no, people still go after 12.
Yeah, but you found out because Funk got you.
Yes, Funk got me. Funk got me good.
Apparently there was lots of swearing.
Lots of swearing.
And you chased him with a slipper.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Global Trotters saved him. Oh, the Globetrotters, yeah, that's it. Global Trotters. Yeah, they're a team of pigs that play basketball.
Is that when you died?
Yeah, they went to the Harlem Globetrotters in Newcastle.
That's cool.
That's how I wanted to go, and I was like, why?
It's supposed to be really fun.
It's basketball. What am I
but
doing?
actually, it's more of a show than a basketball game.
Geek, a 5 of 5. I have to spend twice a week with you. Do you really think I want to spend with people who are bigger than you?
This is why we can't get a flat, isn't it?
We could get a flat.
No, because you're already bitching that you have to spend 2 days with me.
Yeah.
7 days a week when we just walk around going, hey, shorty.
Maybe life with you would be easier if you didn't keep fucking lowering my chair and tickling me. Stop it! Lowering my chair!
I got them straight away. Bang!
Anyway, Mark Henry defeats Santino Marella. And up next, it was the World Heavyweight Champion.
I actually thought for a minute that you were going to fall backwards. Because the chair bounced, and then, of course, you went backwards and actually on the chair. I went, oh shit, I hit his head. Still that.
Okay. It was the World Heavyweight Champion.
Alberto
With Ricardo Rodriguez.
I mean, up, I don't have to clap.
Yeah. Versus Zeb Coulter. Yes, you heard me right. Alberto Rio.
Dutch Mantel wrestled in the WWE again.
Versus Zeb Coulter.
Dutch Mantel.
And Alberto Del Rio picked up the victory via disqualification.
Bastard.
And boy,
I won points either way, but I lost points because of fucking Jack. I have both of them on my team.
Of course, the thing is, Alberto Del Rio got some pretty horrible whelps on his back.
Yeah, they have pictures on .com.
Yeah, go check it out.
There's some big whelps. I saw that picture before I saw it. I thought maybe they whipped him and it ended off SmackDown.
Aye.
And I thought, that's bad. And then all of a sudden you look at it and it's coming off a fucking crutch.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's going to sting like a motherfucker.
In other action, The Rock addressed the WWE Universe. I did not see this.
The Rock says,
I'll be honest,
know your damn role.
At this point, I stopped watching Raw.
Really?
Yep, I didn't come back until CM Punk attacked him. So, basically, The Rock addressed the WWE Universe.
But finally, The Rock was back in DC.
In DC. We were watching in DC.
In DC.
Which Michael Cole decided... Michael Cole was making... John Cena was making this thing about DC. He's like, how fit we are. Because he said, what was it? The
Democrats and Republicans. You had the...
it was like,
Xenocrats and the Republicans.
Yeah.
Republicans.
Which, by the way, first of all, could you spin that anymore, Cena? Putting yourself on the Democrat side, and Republicans are one of the most hated parties in America.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Cena. If anything, you're the Tea Party.
Yeah.
Your fanatics love you.
And
everyone else in the country hates you.
And which state are you from again?
Massachusetts.
Boston Tea Party would be Massachusetts. Yeah.
Rock's from Miami.
You know one good thing that Massachusetts was?
Boston?
Yeah, Boston legal.
I was in Boston. It's a pretty cool city.
I have issues with Boston.
The Sox are good.
I have some bad memories of Boston. So yeah.
You've been to Boston?
No, one of my friends went.
Oh, well, I get you.
But I didn't kind of come back.
The Sox are good.
Oh yeah,
the Bruins.
Keep one.
I'm not a big fan of Patriots.
No.
They're Rhode Island anyway, I think.
Well, the Iron Patriots, cool. I said.
Yeah.
You know, not as good as Iron Man.
Norman, like, but you know. Yeah, I like Boston.
Yeah. Oh, the Rock said shit, didn't he?
Yeah, Rock always says shit.
What did he say? Anything relevant?
He's gonna beat John Cena's candy ass.
Okay.
And maybe they should maybe in 2015, The Rock should be a president.
If we didn't put Jesse Ventura in, we're not putting you in.
But he had all those people's votes. They said they'd vote for him.
Well, what do you fucking do?
So he had he
that
had 20,000 votes.
That'll make maybe 0.01% of the voting public.
More than voted for Roseanne Barr.
I'm
not even a joke. Roseanne Barr went and she fucking tried to be president.
Yeah, that wasn't going to work though, was it?
You dumb whore.
Not that we're political. Anyway, Chris Jericho!
Break the walls down!
Break down the walls!
Of Jericho.
Versus the United States champion, Antonio Cesaro.
United States champion, Antonio Cesaro! Yes!
Who doesn't have a match at WrestleMania.
In 5 different languages.
Yep. Although he might get a pre-show.
No. That's already the...
Oh
yeah, it's an hour-long pre-show, isn't it?
It's been rumoured, I was going to bring it up in the news, but it's rumoured that they're going to have 2 pre-show matches.
Yeah, it's an hour-long pre-show.
Biggest WrestleMania ever.
Starts at 11.
Yeah.
Technically it is. It's like a 5-hour WrestleMania if you include the pre-show. But I get that.
Yeah. So
yeah, that'd be alright.
It'd be alright, but you know.
Maybe Antonio could do the Battle Royal.
Yeah. And, but yeah.
Good match. Hell of a match.
Yeah, he picked the victory and then...
Oh, and by the way, last week on Main Event, we
Yeah.
always make a joke that something happened.
Yeah.
Something did happen.
What?
Antonio Cesaro
Yeah.
deadlifted Kane.
Ah, okay.
You know that deadlift he does with a gut wrench?
Yeah.
Do that to Kane.
Wow.
Also, he debuted a new gimmick, he yodels. He's from Swiss.
Okay, I'll just ignore that.
Nope, he yodels.
But then, and I keep getting this wrong, but Fandango.
Close. You've got to breathe the air.
If I breathe the air, I die.
Fandango.
Attacked him.
Yes, and Fandango.
Or Fandango.
Fandango. He debuted a new dancer on the press conference.
Okay.
He invaded the press conference as a dancer.
Okay.
With Summer Rae from NXT. The blonde chick that looks like Maurice but fights like Trish.
I see. In other news, the Bella Twins faced off against the Funkadactyls.
Main event points for Divas again.
Yes. Impressive.
Only person who has a member on that team that gets a point for a match?
Yeah.
Peeps. Population. Rubicon. So you got Cameron.
Ah, yes. So, yeah, well done to him. The Bella Twins picked up the win. But in the end of the show, CM Punk and into the Undertaker.
Undertaker was in the ring. He was going to eviscerate.
Eviscerate CM Punk.
Head of a personal promo. Said he was going to kick his ass because he made this personal. And then... Oh, yes!
This is not a good idea.
No.
Paul Bearer came out. Paul Heyman came out dressed as Paul Bearer.
Yes.
Makeup and all. Along with some hooded priests. There was a chill in the air, and it wasn't The Undertaker. You knew this wasn't going to end well.
Je n'ai pas un match à WrestleMania.
He doesn't have a match at WrestleMania.
I don't have a match at WrestleMania.
Okay. The one time that my French skills come to play in my show. I'm so glad I did GCSE French and got a D.
I got a D as well. 2 Ds! Make a double D.
My history had double Ds. Anyway, missed joke. Anyway, so where was I? CM Punk. CM Punk attacks Undertaker.
Show in the room.
Yeah, CM Punk attacks Undertaker on the ramp. Beats the shit out of him with the urn. After many, many strikes with the urn, CM Punk opens the urn and then pours what we are meant to believe is the ashes of Paul Bearer all over Undertaker. Not just pouring it.
Ich habe nicht eine Match behind WrestleMania.
Germany. He took some of the ashes in his hand and rubbed it in the face of the Undertaker.
Non ho un match at WrestleMania.
Spanish?
Italian.
Alright.
And they don't do Swish because Swish is a mix.
So, yeah.
So,
this had a lot of backlash from people, and understandably so.
non tengo un partido en WrestleMania.
That's Spanish.
Yes. I don't have a match at WrestleMania in 5 different languages.
So anyway,
That's fine.
this caused a lot of controversy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You want to see do you want to see what happens when the fucking WWE universe sits there and goes, no?
Yeah. So basically, here's the thing: William Moody's sons, they okayed the segment.
Yes.
But people have taken something they said out of context because he turned around and said, we weren't expecting that, it was hard to watch. What they meant was they didn't expect it to hurt that much and all jazz, but they were fine with what the WWE did. So Geek is wearing the brand new #Total Market Championship belt as a crown.
Works.
Yeah, we actually have official belts for their things now. No, they're not. They're not metal and leather. It's the attitude. It's a toy.
WWE 2000 Jack Specific Attitude Era World WWE Championship belt.
Yep, God love it.
No, what they said was that they were told the ending. But the way that they were told it, this is what people got to out of context. The way they were told it wasn't what they saw portrayed on TV.
Right.
And they were expecting something different. I don't think they were expecting the ashes.
Well,
I think maybe they were expecting a light or something like usually.
Well, he followed up in a comment afterwards saying they knew everything that was going to happen. It's just that when they saw it, they kind of...
It was a bit raw.
Yeah. But the questions have been raised. Have the jury gone too far? Minifunk has an interesting thought on this. His point of view was the Paul Bearer thing was going too far, and the Ashes weren't. The reason being the Ashes where you knew it wasn't actually Paul Bearer, but dressing up as Paul Bearer, it was something. So I can understand his point, but I disagree with him, but I understand his logic. But ultimately, for me, the Ashes is going... For me, the Ashes would be going too far if this wasn't kayfabe.
The Ashes went too far for me when he put it on his body. When he picked up a lump of them and put them on his head and his face.
Yeah.
That's when it went too far. On Taker, I was sitting there going, holy shit.
Well, I'm forced to bring this up. It's like, do you go to a movie and bitch about this shit? I don't know you yourself. I mean, you plural.
I have a tendency to go to movies and bitch about things.
Yeah, but do you when you see people do evil shit like that, you tend to go, what a fucking villain. You don't go away and go, oh my god, that offended me so much. Yeah. And that's the problem here. It's like, at the end of the day, okay, you could say this person dies. Guess what? People die. I don't know if you notice this. We all die. Well, apart from you.
I'm immortal, bitch.
Yeah. We all die. You know? Shawn Michaels one day will die. And I'll be heartbroken. Alright? The Undertaker will never die. You know? Kane will one day die. And people will be heartbroken.
Hogan will one day die.
Eddie Guerrero died, and we were heartbroken. Okay? Here's the thing. The problem is, the thing is, I could be, I could be offended by the whole Paul Bearer thing. I could be offended by the Ashes, but at the end of the day, it's not his Ashes. William would have loved this shit. He's the biggest star in wrestling today. He is the biggest star right now. Who's everybody talking about? Paul Bearer. Everyone's talking about him. Stop it.
I'm with my foot, mate. I'm scratching my foot.
Okay.
I'm actually doing fucking nervous.
But
that's where my foot would be anyway.
But the problem is, it's this idea of, it's fiction.
Yeah.
It is fiction. This is a movie that is happening before your eyes. This is a live episode of a soap opera where anything can go wrong. Okay? This is fictitious. It's not real. CM Punk has done his job by making you think it's real. Why? Because you are actually pissed off. You are actually offended. You are actually wanting someone to break his fucking skull and have him retire.
And you know what? As we watched an interview before, and you watched an interview anywhere, he said, good!
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's done his job. What more did you want from him?
This is the same man who declared himself the Jesus of professional wrestling, and had his Mary Magdalene, and had Luke and Joseph by his side as the first disciples, known as the Second City Saint and Saviour. He delivered sermons on the fucking hill.
Not to mention that, in fact, not long afterwards, into his heel run as WWE champion, he was depicted as the devil.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, no, he's like, I am a huge CM Punk fan and all that jazz. I am a big fan of CM Punk, so it may sound like I defend everything he does. I don't defend everything he does. I don't. I haven't. But the point is, he's done exactly what he said he would do. And again, Paul Heyman made the good point. I mean, you keep pining for the extreme, but the minute we do anything edgy, you all complain.
You want attitude, but the minute you give me a taste of the attitude era, you run a fucking mile.
They're like, you know what fans...
Straight and you become keyboard warriors.
Yeah, a lot of fans today are like kids trying to be their daddies. Sticking fucking Kit Kat chutneys in their mouth for cigars and drinking Pepsi think it's beer. But the minute they get a taste of the real stuff, the minute they taste the first beer, it's spit across the fucking room and they never touch that shit again.
No, it wasn't.
No, not for you, geek. I said other kids.
That was a good deal.
The point is, it's like it's kids pretending to be manly men. Oh, well, we fuck all the time. We have sex all the time, and wouldn't know what to do with their own dick, let alone a fucking woman's pussy. These people do not know what the fuck they're talking about, but they pine for it. Why? Because they want to seem like the big guys.
They're not just that; they're a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Of course they are.
They're a bunch of internet keyboard warriors.
Here's the thing. Oh, CM Punk, so overrated. Oh my god. He says he could hang in the Attitude Era. He would never hang in the Attitude Era. He does this. Oh my god, he's so crossed the line. How fucking dare they? One person actually fucking said, and I can't believe it. I think we mentioned last strategy. One person said, shit like this would never happen in the Attitude Era. Let me think. What exactly happened with Big Show's dad and the Big Boss Man?
The Big Show's fake dad.
Yeah.
Big Boss Man.
Let's go a step further. How about Tori Wilson's dad?
In 2003.
In 2003. Didn't hear any fucking complaints then.
Was it 3 or 2?
Yeah.
2003.
If at one point, when you had a fake death, it seemed stupid. Vince McMahon. The laughing stock, really, at the time. And what about Katie Vick? Katie Vick didn't offend anybody. It was
did.
It was hilarious.
It offended me.
It offended you as a wrestling fan, but...
Didn't you see that shit on Professional Wrestling Show?
The point is, nobody went, oh, that's disgusting. People's reaction was, what the fuck is this shit? I'm moving because I've locked it. Yeah, I've locked it from moving back and forth. It still goes up and down, sadly. Leave it. So, I wasn't offended at all. I really wasn't. Because, it's fake. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. The ashes, they're fake.
You don't use that word, though.
No, but here's my point. To get this point across.
Yeah.
This is a storyline that is active.
It's still real to me, damn it!
This is a violent play. You are at the theatre of athletes.
I don't know why I decided to do that.
Okay? Vince McMahon is the owner of this theatre that you are going to. Okay? Granted, these writers aren't fucking Shakespeare. Alright? But you've got some damn talented actors there who can improv. You've got guys there that know what they're doing.
Yeah, I particularly like the line, "Get up, hocus pocus."
I mean, granted, CM Punk and Undertaker are both pissed off at how this WrestleMania is coming about. They both said that they are pissed off with the way that this match is being built in their eyes. I don't blame them. It's like the creative team are just like, we don't know what to do.
Rock and I mean, yesterday the picture was flying around Tumblr non-stop after the press conference of the moment where Vince picks up Rock and Cena's arms, and right next to I think it's Cena, is CM Punk looking at them, and it's not even not impressed. It's this shit again.
Yeah.
Look on his face. It's like, you're gonna do this. You've got me and the dead man. And this is what you're going to go with?
Well, it's like in an interview, CM Punk said, I would rather Antonio Cesaro say he's pissed off and not having a match. I'd rather Dolph Ziggler say he's pissed off.
He said, I'd rather it would be me versus John. I'd rather Dolph came out and said it should be me versus Rock.
Yeah.
And Zack Ryder comes out and says it should be me versus...
I think he said Rock as well.
Big Show. Or,
I think he said Rock as well.
And it should be Antonio should come out and say something.
The thing is, Punk got where he is by saying what was on his fucking mind.
Because he was leaving them.
Yeah.
He was leaving, and he was told, here's a mic.
Yeah.
Go out and say your grievances. And he went, it's a rib, right?
Yeah.
Didn't believe it until he got to this, and they went, no, go out. And he did it.
More people should be like that. I'm not saying do the same gimmick, but it's a case of, you know what? I know there's all this politics, but here's the thing. You go out and say, I am much better than this. Zack Ryder, all he's done is bitch.
Bitch.
The reason he got... it's like he got so far with the fans' help. We got him to the United States title.
We got him there. And we kept him there.
Yeah.
For about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then Kane came out. And everyone went, oh shit, Kane's back in the mask.
Yeah.
And he's going after Cena. Get in here. And then... we went up to Zack, and we all went, oh, well, Zack
Well, here's the problem with Zach. I mean, since then, he's been almost expecting the fans to do something about it. Zach, it's a give and take relationship, mate. You know, it's give for give.
What have you done for me lately?
Exactly. I mean, no offense, Zach, but you got to do. I mean, John Cena has been said by many people, including Punk. He genuinely cares about the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
He genuinely cares about
the Susan Cancer Foundation. He went to the WWE and said, "Look, we need to do this." So,
CM Punk's come out and said that John genuinely cares about the youth, as in.
Yeah, the whole thing is not even a gimmick to him.
About the kids coming up.
Yeah, so
not just about the kids in the business, but the kids out of the business, and for the young talent that are coming through.
For me, that answers that question. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, so it's not really a gimmick. He's some evil fucking mastermind who he generally gets. Okay, fine.
But he's not Hulk Hogan.
Zack Ryder, though. I mean, Zach, what are you doing? I mean, then people are like, oh, people are hating on Zach. I mean, not many people are, but, you know, people say, oh, Zach, people are hating on the Zach, you know, how dare you, you know, you hypocrites. It's like,
I used to follow him.
Yeah, it's like, we're not hypocrites.
I used to follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I unfollowed him. Not because, suddenly he had 1 million followers, so he wouldn't miss me.
Yeah.
I unfollowed him because he did nothing but wins for fucking 4 days in a row.
Pathetic. Anyway.
And now he's got back with his ex-hostie.
Yeah, so dude.
Yeah, no one needed to talk about.
Of course, you know.
In the immortal words of the Hurricane, what is up with that?
Okay, well, how about we go on to some wrestling?
Because it's going to be feel better.
Wrestling rumors, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling rumors. Let's start with. I'm having a. Okay, during a rerun of this week's Raw in the UK, CM Punk could have pre-recorded promo.
Yeah.
Saying he can't wait to beat up both Ryback and John Cena, suggesting some sort of triple threat match might be taking place during the upcoming tour.
It is.
More interestingly, however,
I'm sorry, it's not suggested. It was announced at the end of the It was announced on the tour.
With regards to The Undertaker appearing at the SmackDown taping in London, he is advertised to be competing in a 6-man tag match against The Shield with Randy Orton and Sheamus as his tag team partners.
Yes, I've seen that.
Brock Lesnar is doing no WrestleMania media at all, which tells you what a sweet deal he cut. He was difficult for UFC, but he did do at least major media. Paul Heyman is doing most of the media. Lesnar didn't speak at press conferences, nor did The Undertaker. Yeah,
that's because The Undertaker never does it. It's to live the gimmick.
Of course. One of the reasons why Vince McMahon loves John Cena is because he knows how to handle the media. He knows what to say and what not to say. However, during a recent interview, the WWE did not shy away from addressing the rumours of other performers being resentful towards The Rock and Undertaker. As noted earlier, Cena stated, interestingly, it's split. There are some people like me who appreciate their involvement in WrestleMania because it needs to be the biggest extravaganza that we could give the WWE Universe. There are also those that feel as if their WrestleMania spot has been sacrificed for these future Hall of Famers. I don't understand or agree with it at all. This is very proactive business. We do over 300 events a year, 52 weeks a year. If you want to be in the spot, to be a future legend or Hall of Famer, every week you need to learn. I don't understand any sort of resentment. I think it's very short-sighted.
Yeah, and
Who's he fighting at WrestleMania?
The Rock.
Oh,
but for more importantly for you, those bitching about The Undertaker, you try and promote a WrestleMania about The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Let's see how good you get there.
On why Trish picked Stephanie McMahon to induct her into the Hall of Fame, she had this to say. Getting a nod to be in the Hall of Fame, it's a look back at your career, and at the end of the day, there would have been no career, no opportunity, no revamping of the women's division if Stephanie wasn't behind it all. When we feuded, there was something about when you have an experience with someone that you bond with them. When we had our feud, we bonded, and then we remained close ever since. She's just always supportive, showcasing a strong, powerful woman. There would be no division, and none of the women would have ever gotten the push that we needed, or the encouragement we needed. She and I remained friends. I've watched her evolve into a businesswoman. We were at the same level, green workers having fun wrestling, and then she really just got behind the scenes and became a businesswoman. It's very empowering to see the position she has now. I retired and went into business world, and with all my endeavours, it's a tough world for a woman. I admire her greatly and respect her greatly. So, there you go.
So and she loves watching AJ.
Yeah. On AJ Lee. Oh, I love watching her. There was a point where she was speaking on television every night, and I was like, yes, love it. Love to see her, love to see her progress, but then I was like, I miss seeing her in the ring, though. Can we get her back in the ring? But the opportunity that she had been able to develop her persona was fantastic. It's been a long time since we've seen a woman to be able to develop that, so that's going to serve her well. She's in the ring more and more now, and we know what she is on the outside of the ring. That's money right there, and that's how you have those characters that you have longevity. I'm a huge fan of hers. I think she's adorable. I just want to pinch her cheeks and then kick her butt in whatever order.
Oh, I'll be alright. I'll be in the corner.
Okay.
I'm done.
An anonymous source sent these news bits to wrestling.com, and they have confirmed them both. They reckon. Ryan Clark spoke to the source earlier today, and they will have more inside information for WrestleMania 29 Hotel.
Fuck you!
Okay. The ring post WrestleMania 29 allegedly will blow hot air to keep the wrestlers warm as it gets colder throughout the show. Special ring posts have been brought in, will be set up either late tonight or tomorrow morning. And also, apparently, someone has... the source, I should say it forevermore, the source has been staying at the Mania Hotel. Security is super tight. They have a security guard to get in the driveway, one to access the elevator, and one to check your card again at each floor. They didn't have that last year.
No. On
each floor. Fans could wait around the lobby last year. You can't get anywhere near the lobby or front of the building, and they are not taking any reservations.
Yeah, because it's fucking WrestleMania, dumbass. A direct link to the pictures of special ring posted on the official WrestleMania hotel key. Fuck off.
Nope. And, okay, during a recent interview, Jim Ross was asked about the physical shape of The Undertaker. The former WWE commentator revealed that the Freedom is just fine. He also revealed that the financial situation of The Undertaker is an attempt to explain to people why he's working WrestleMania. Well, he's in great shape, as good as he can be. He's just like an old baseball pitcher that used to throw a heat, and now his throws chilling. The bottom line is he still gets people out and he's still able to get a W. I think that's where we are with The Undertaker. His body is worn and he has tears and surgeries. Still mentally tough, physically tough, and still dedicated to his profession. I know that he's never going to compromise his body of work to have one more payday. So I know we'll see him have a great match on Sunday against CM Punk, who's another phenomenal performer. But he works through the pain. Not many guys I know would do what he's doing right now, but he loves it that much. It's not a need for cash. It's not a need for he needs one more payday. He's got all the money he needs. He loves what he does, and as long as he can keep the quality of his work up, he's going to continue doing it. So there you go. Ric Flair sent out a quick message to fans for all the support that they've shown him in the past few days. Flair stated, "I'm overwhelmed by the love and respect my family and I have received this week. Thank you each and every one of you." At the funeral for Ric Flair, who passed away last Friday in a hotel room, Ric Flair made sure to mention that the people who were there at the funeral were there for his son and not because of his status as WWE and NWA legend. Flair stated, "I want to make sure he knows this turnout isn't because of me, it's because of who he was and who he affected." So, yeah. In other news, officials in the WWE developmental program NXT have grown to become rather impressed with Ashley Flair, the daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair. The feeling is that she is the most athletic female performer down in Florida Championship Wrestling. There's also a sense that she has grown to become quite passionate about the professional wrestling industry.
That's interesting, that she's the most talented performer in Florida Championship Wrestling. They don't have Florida Championship Wrestling.
Interesting. How did that happen?
I guess that could be NXT, you dickhead. Fucking Ryan Clark.
Hulk Hogan was complimentary of WWE when speaking with Newsday about his Hulk Hogan uncensored Q&A on Friday. Hogan said, "Oh my God, brother, the whole WWE is a monster. There's a whole other universe, a whole other entity, brother." He added when asked about whether he could transfer success in business towards helping TNA, "When the business in your blood, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not worried about what Michael Jordan did, what Vince McMahon is. I just worry about my own thing, bro."
Yeah, the reason he mentions Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan went from being a top performer and the best basketball player of all time, which you're not, Hulk Hogan. You're not even close to being the greatest fucking wrestler of all time, to being possibly the worst general manager in history of basketball.
Just because you could play doesn't mean you can understand the business.
Exactly.
The Honky Tonk Man, who held the Intercontinental Championship for a record of 454 days, is back with the WWE. The 60-year-old announced Thursday that he's come to terms on a multi-year contract with the sports entertainment organization. No word on this if this is a Legends deal or something else.
It's a Legends deal.
"I'm honored to be back with the WWE, and I'm very excited to be teaming up with the WWE again for some more shake, rattle, and roll," said the Honky Tonk Man in a message released via his representative on Facebook. The Honky Tonk Man personally added on Twitter, "HTM back in the game. Inks multi-year. WWE deal. Never say never. And hashtag WWE." The Honky Tonk Man...
Never say never, never, never. Getting back together.
Mick Foley has announced via Twitter that his WWE Hall of Fame speech will be broadcasted on the USA Network special After All. The special was set to only air Donald Trump, Bruno Sammartino, and Trish Stratus speeches, but it appears that the influx of complaints to WWE have changed their minds on it. Of course, we all know who saved this speech for Mick Foley. Thank you, Santa Claus. Did you see? No,
Yeah, I saw.
Santa Claus talked to Vince McMahon and announced on Twitter. He said it. And Mick Foley thanked him personally.
But here's the thing.
Yep.
This means we're going to get like we got last year.
Yeah.
Edited versions of all the speeches really cut down short. Whereas the previous years we got a decent little run.
In other words, buy our DVD.
Which I will anyway.
Yeah.
Go and watch all the whole thing.
Yeah. As Mike Presley says on the discussion forums. So, Mick, we've changed our mind. We'll air your Hall of Fame speech. Tuesday, April 9th. 18-second speech. Probably. Jim Ross recently spoke with Joe Roderick from Grand Slam Sports about WrestleMania and more. Check out the highlights here. I'm basically looking at the John Cena teasing a heel turn. It seems that way. Last night I was going into the show thinking that The Rock won last year, so Cena will automatically win this year to even the big match rivalry at one apiece. But after last night, I'm not sure that's going to happen. I was intrigued that Cena's pro was a little bit edgy. I thought, is that just the character of the persona being what it's cast to be, or is it the human being processing what I said earlier? We have to follow everything. We have to close the show. It's game day for us, so I don't know. It's provocative to me because I try to stay away from all the creative stuff. I don't want to know what's going to happen. I don't have any desire to know the end of the movie. I want to see it unfold. So I'm somewhat intrigued by the whole process, especially after last night's Raw. Okay, Dolph Ziggler spoke with Comcast and half-jokingly said that he hopes both Rock and Cena get booed at WrestleMania 29. He said, I don't want the cheers and the boos. I hope 90% boos, letting them know that this once-in-a-lifetime match is happening again and that I or someone else should have been the main event.
Yep!
He then got more serious and said that he's glad Rock's back in the ring, noting he's been pretty cool about everything. It was pretty neat. He told me he liked my work, which is a pretty cool deal because he's watching the shows and when he's traveling. Like I said, having him back, it makes me a little mad. But I love the business sense of it. Having him come back and getting the crowd behind him when he's promoting movies, we're holding down the fort, waiting for him to come back. Ziggler also hinted that he may cash in against the winner of Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger if both guys are out cold.
Yep!
In other news, Shane McMahon has joined Twitter! At The Shane McMahon.
The Shane McMahon.
The Shane McMahon. And he's actually posted a picture of himself acknowledging his hair. So yeah, and also don't forget Vince McMahon is on Twitter as well.
McMahon.
The Shane McMahon.
Go!
Don't forget Vince McMahon is
also...
also...
That's not what he looks like.
No, he's actually posted a picture of himself as a post.
He's at Access.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
He's back!
Yeah.
He's back in the family!
Yes.
He's come home!
He has, yes.
He's back with us!
Yes.
He's back for good!
Yes.
He's taking over when Vince dies and Stephanie and Triple H get nothing.
Well, I think Stephanie's going to get something.
Yeah, she's got Triple H. That's why they call it Puppet H.
But, yeah. So, don't forget Vince McMahon is also on Twitter. So that's cool. The McMahon family is on Twitter. That's only going to end in disaster.
Getting back.
Okay.
Who's he following?
The talk going around the Duty Hotel today was that a second match may be added to the WrestleMania 29 pre-show.
Well, Linda's on as well.
Yeah.
I follow the whole family but Linda.
Nope, whole family. Shane was the last one to join.
Vince. He follows Vince, Linda, Triple H, WWE, Stephanie, You On Demand, National Guard, USA, Shawn Michaels, and JR. That's it.
Yep.
Doesn't follow Cena, doesn't follow Rock, doesn't follow Big Show. Is that this? No. All those people I had, all those careers, fuck you. And you know what? If you don't mention it, you're not going to mention it, so continue going. I'll mention what I'm going to mention again.
Well, nothing is confirmed. The thing is that the match will be something that can feature all the talents not being used on the show, likely a Battle Royale Lumberjack match. They like to get all the talents involved in the show and would like this would be their way of doing it. Here's the final card for the WrestleMania 29. Okay, it's not the final card, okay? It's not the final card. Here is the card as it stands.
It's the final card.
It's not the final card because if they do add another pre-show, then what they're going to say, this is the final card?
Well, no, because if it's the final card, but it's subject to change.
If it's the final card, it's not subject to change. It's either this is the card that's subject to change, or it's the final card. Anyway, YouTube pre-show is Wade Barrett versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. We might as well give our predictions. Intercontinental title, Barrett versus Miz.
There's only one Wade Barrett.
Okay, I'll do it in the Spoony One style. I'm not even going to fucking start with you, mate. Okay, who will win?
You're on a bit of anti-Spoony, isn't it?
Anyway.
Off air.
Yeah. Who will win?
Oh, who will win?
Yeah.
Barrett.
Who should win?
Barrett.
Okay. I think the same. Although I do get a little bit scared when it comes to The Miz, because The Miz is one of those ones.
Oh my god, someone's live tweeting their experience at Access, and they said, at Eric IGN, Sergeant Slaughter is currently singing Taylor Swift. This is actually happening.
Wow. Bronus Clay, Ted Sign, the Funkadactyls versus Team Road Skulls and the Bella Twins.
So that would be Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls.
Yeah. Who will win?
Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls.
Who should win?
Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls.
I think the opposite. I think will and should Road Scullers.
Huh.
The WWE Tag Team Championship match.
This one.
Team Hell No versus Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. Who will win?
Who will? Who will? Hell no.
Who should?
Ziggly.
Okay, mine is both Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. Okay, Ryback versus Mark Henry. Oh, right, sorry. Chris Jericho versus Fandango.
Who will?
Who will?
Fandango.
Who should?
Fandango.
Complete opposite. Will and should Jericho. WWE Tag Team Championship.
So we actually got, when we're watching this thing,
yeah.
if we watch this together, we've actually got like some animosity.
Yeah. Ryback versus Mark Henry. Who will and should?
Ryback will.
Who should?
I think Ryback should. I think Ryback should get the job.
I think Ryback will win. I think Mark Henry should win.
Okay.
Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show versus The Shield.
The Shield.
Who will and who should?
I have a funny feeling that Team WWE will win and Shield should.
I think the Shield will win, and I think it should be the Shield that wins. Because I reckon Randy Orton's going to cost them.
I think Big Show might cost them if anyone.
WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Alberto Del Rio. Because remember season 2, it's your game. Yeah. Versus Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. Who will and who should?
Who will and who should?
Yep.
Dolph.
So you think cash in?
I think cash in. Where else is the better? I've said this since like maybe the beginning of this season. Where else is the better opportunity to show off by cashing the Money in the Bank and becoming World Heavyweight Champion than the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania?
And then it could lead to
Jack getting suspended and Alberto versus.
It could lead to a six-man tag special, right? Where it would be Dolph Ziggler, and Zeb Coulter. Sorry, Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston versus Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter versus Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez, and whoever wins gets the title for their team. So, like, obviously the managers will represent them. Yeah. So that'd be cool. But I think
Dolph will. Dolph should. Sorry, what will probably happen is Alberto beats the.
Yeah, I think Del Rio's going to pick up the win, and then I think Ziggler will cash in. I think Ziggler should win. Basically. Yeah. Okay. No holds barred match.
If Triple H loses, he must retire.
Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Who will and who should?
Both Triple H.
Yep, same here. Both agree in the Triple H match. The Undertaker. For both. I think.
For both.
I think Undertaker will win. I think Undertaker should win.
Fucking damn Skippy.
Although I wouldn't.
I'm already beating the fuck out of Funk if he loses.
Although I wouldn't mind if CM Punk wins. But I am rooting for the Undertaker on this one.
Okay, he goes away.
I think Undertaker should retire undefeated.
Okay.
And finally, WWE Championship. Rock versus John Cena. Who will and who should?
Cena will.
And who should?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I think...
I mean, I want The Rock to win, but he won't. I want The Rock to win purely because I don't want John Cena winning.
I think who should win, the fans. Who will win, Vince McMahon's bank account.
Basically, John Cena will win, and John Cena should win because John Cena's a WWE champion who'll be there all the time, and not just that, John Cena versus Rock 3 at WrestleMania 30. Calling it right now.
I think it's going to be Rock win. I think the Rock will pick up the win, take Elimination Chamber, and then John.
He's going to Extreme Rules, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Extreme Rules. I think Rock will carry the title away to Extreme Rules. John Cena will be turning heel, and then he'll get the title. But I don't think it'd be like a heel, like a bad guy. I think it's going to be a heel, like, I'm still going to be getting the kids smiling and all that. You adults can hate me all you fucking want. In other news, DDP was asked if anyone's ever come to him for help, and he's refused. And he says, he reveals that, yes, it's happened, but he can't help a lot of everyone right now. He says, yeah, but I'm not a freaking rehab center, man. At some point in time, maybe we can do that. But at this point in time, I'm just trying to take care of my two buddies. They took care of me throughout my career. Jay was the first person to ever really believe in me. Everybody thought I was smoking crack, no pun intended, but they thought I was a waste. They thought there was no way I could do this at 35 years old. Everyone thought it was a whack job, but Jake and Dusty Rhodes both believed in me. And Jake told me how to get the people to care about you in the ring, even though the outcome was predetermined. He told me that, and he helped me make a lot of money. Over the years, we've done a lot of things together, and now I'm here to help him, and I want Jake to be a huge part of this company. I'd love to have Jake Roberts and Scott Hall help me to rehab others, because seriously, nobody can talk around these two. Scotty helped me make one of the top guys in wrestling, and now I'm here to help him. And before long, I know he'll be around to help me do something else. We're here for each other no matter what happens. That's just how we roll. But neither one of these guys would be here if they didn't want to put in the work. Everybody who's around me, we all work. We love what we do, and we don't consider it work. We're inspiring some people like Arthur. I gave him that ray of hope. That's all I did. He did all the work. I gave him hope. He's given millions hope. Scott and Jake saw that, and they figured it. If it worked for Arthur, it could do something for them. And now Jake and Scott are both giving hope to millions. That's what this is all about. And that's pretty much all the news and rumours.
And another news.
Yep.
DDP's a fucking saint.
He is. The saint of professional wrestling. So, if you remember last week when we were doing Geeks, you gotta watch! Cha-cha! He was asked a question, asking if the now that we're coming with so many WrestleManias.
We're on WrestleMania 29.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Gary asked, are the first 14 WrestleManias better than the late 14 WrestleManias?
So what we've been doing is going through the WrestleMania cards and then determining if it was a overall good WrestleMania or overall a bad WrestleMania.
And we got to WrestleMania 6 and realised that I'd been talking and made the show go to about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, we hit the 2 hour mark. And my internet is really not like that uploading, hence why...
You haven't heard it yet?
Yeah. Well, I might have heard about how to listen to this one.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So, so we got up to finishing WrestleMania 6. So this week we're going to do 7, 8, 9, and 10.
And we'll continue this theme for the next few weeks.
Yeah. So, let me just grab my mighty notepad of justice and look up some of the matches here. So, WrestleMania 7.
Quickly, the dark match was Coco Beware
versus
the Birdman.
Oh, yeah.
Do the bird. Do the bird, people. Come on, do the bird. I can see you. I can't, but I can see you.
Versus
the Brooklyn Brawler. It's an unknown match, and well, no one's ever seen it, so who cares?
Yes, but actually the first official match of the night, it was The Rocker, Shawn Michaels, and Marty Jannetty versus The Barbarian and Haku. With Bobby the Brain Heenan in a tag team match that lasted 10 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah, it was a decent match. Yeah, the Rockers got their ass kicked, and then Barbarian and Haku just beat the fuck out.
Sorry.
Next match was Texas Tornado, a.k.a. Kerry Von Erich.
Whatever you say, sir.
Defeating the Quebec strongman himself, the original world's strongest man, Dino Bravo, with Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, you can do it, Dino Bravo. You can do it. Come back, man.
In a singles match lasting 3 minutes 11 seconds, and was it wasn't even close. It's been the last match of the card.
The closest. That's the shortest match of the card.
Texas needed to do. He beat the fuck out of
it. Yes, sir.
Hit the crown, hit that Texas Tornado clothesline.
Up next, it was the British Bulldog defeating the Warlord with Slick.
I said Warlord!
In 8 minutes and 15 seconds, British Bulldog picked up the win.
And picked up the Warlord and hit that running power slam.
Indeed he did.
Following this was the Nasty Boys.
Nasty Boys.
Brian Knobbs and Jerry Staggs with Jimmy Hart.
You can do it, Nasty Boys.
Defeating the World Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation, with Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
12 minutes and 10 seconds.
It was alright. It was a decent enough match. It had, it was what you needed it to be. The only disappointing part was that the Hart Foundation lost, so a 4 out of 10.
Then in a blindfold match, it was Rick Martel, Rick Martel, Jesus fucking Christ, against Jake
the Snake.
And Jake the Snake picked up a win in 8 minutes and 34 seconds.
In a match that we were fucking laughing watching, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Jake,
so entertaining.
Smart move, Jake. Smart
Jake points his finger out there and goes beep, 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 beep.
And then once he's pointing at Rick Martel, the fans cheer to let him know he's in front of them. Great match. I loved it.
It was a fun match, yeah.
And up next,
The Undertaker with Paul Bearer.
oh, yes!
Defeated Jimmy Superfly.
Singles match. Yeah.
In 420. Someone say 420?
Oh my god! It was.
And of course, started the streak. It was a good match for what it was.
Then it was
The Ultimate Warrior! He is defending! He is going to a match against the Metro Ready Champion in a retirement match! Ooh, yeah! With sensational Queen Sherry by my side, Macho King gonna rule the world! Warrior's gonna retire! Until he lost.
at 20 minutes and 48 seconds, the longest match of the entire card.
By a full 22 seconds.
Indeed, bro.
A very good match.
Yes.
Warrior's probably greatest match of his career.
Yeah, thanks to the match.
Yeah, Savage jumps around for him, but Savage is exhausted just from trying to beat the fuck out of Warrior. A very emotional ending as well. Sherry turns on Savage because he loses. Miss Elizabeth doesn't take any of that. Jumps over the top of the fucking security guard. No security guard trying to stop her.
No.
The guardrails was there. No security guard going, whoa, where you going?
That's too busy going.
She runs down the ring. Still, no security guard trying to stop her.
No.
No referees, nothing. She comes in there and just kicks the fuck out of Sherry and then tries to help Savage, who's about to punch her because he thinks it's Sherry. Apparently you're allowed to punch people in 1981 that wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, Sean Connery said so.
Gosh.
And
that's because you just know he was playing bang.
They have the reuniting of Macho Man 97. And
yeah. Well, it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was probably the best match of the card.
Yeah, but up next,
I'm doing this one because the names are.
You're doing the even. No, you do the even number, so you get to do the last one.
Jericho Tenrai and Koji Kato from New Japan Pro Wrestling defeated Demolition. Here comes the Crush, and here comes the Smasher. Demolition.
Who were coming
right at you. Mr. Fuji will investigate.
Yes, he will.
And you finally seen that speech, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mr. Fuji will investigate. And it was a good match. It showed Japanese style on American television, so it was good.
And up next, it was the Big Boss Man defeating Mr. Perfect with Bobby Heenan by disqualification in a singles match for the WWF Intercontinental Championship.
It was a decent match. It was fun. Boss Man couldn't get the win. I think Perfect had to really hold on to that, really.
Yeah.
So it was a nice, fun match. Perfect doing his usual bouncing around the ring thing.
As he does.
Following this was Earthquake with Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, you can do it, Earthquake.
Defeating Greg Valentine.
Oh, yeah, he defeated him.
In 3 minutes 14 with, that usual squash victory.
Up next it was the Legions of Doom.
Wow.
Yeah. With Hawk.
Wow.
And Animal.
Animal.
And what's it like wrestling the LOD, do you reckon? And they went against Power Glory, Paul Roma, and Hercules with I said slick!
I said power! I said glory!
In a tag team match which lasted 59 seconds.
Doomsday, over, done with, best match now.
Up next,
Virgil.
Oh,
Yes,
Virgil.
Virgil. With Roddy Piper.
I was Roddy! Boy, that was cool!
Defeated Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, by count out in 7 minutes 41 seconds. It's Virgil in a match.
Yeah, and a count out.
Yeah.
The Mountie with Jimmy Hart against. I can't say it.
Tito Santana.
Arriba!
There you go.
And a singles match that lasted 1 minute and 21 seconds.
Tito Santana lost.
Yeah, Arriba!
But once again, what you say this. And then next up was Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter with General Adnan for the WWF title in the Slaughter Rules match for 20 to 26 seconds. Didn't give a fuck about this match then. Don't give a fuck about it now. Didn't give a fuck about watching it.
So, overall,
good.
Yeah, I reckon good.
Yeah, good.
So, it's a good WrestleMania. So, WrestleMania 8. WrestleMania 8. You're doing the odd numbers then. Okay, so starting with the dark match, the Bushwhackers, Luke Williams and Butch Miller defeated the Beverly Brothers, Blake and Bill, in tag team match. 10 minutes, of course, not advertised. So, the first official match of WrestleMania was... I think
Shawn!
I think he's cute. He knows he's angry. Sensational Sherry, accompanying Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, you just can't help yourself with Shawn.
I can't help myself, man.
Shawn Michaels with Sensational Sherry,
Yep.
defeating El Matador. Tito Santana.
Arriba!
El Matador, Tito Santana.
Who?
Yeah, in their match it went 10:38. Good match. Two solid performers, but nobody was behind El Matador. I think it's because he looked a lot like Tito Santana.
Arriba!
And people couldn't shake it that El Matador and Tito Santana
Arriba!
were two different people.
Oh, this is
They
weird.
weren't. El Matador was Tito Santana.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Wasn't.
He was.
I don't care. I don't really. Anyway, up next was The Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Singles match, 6 minutes and 36 seconds.
Very good match.
Of course.
DDT hits on Taker sits up, and Jake shits himself.
Well, you would. So the next match after that was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Sorry, I was sending a message to my girlfriend because she texted me.
Right,
And,
I'll cover this.
No, that's all right. And I just put Nando's into the thing, and it came up Bandits. Autocorrect changed Nando to Bandits. Next to it was Brett, the Hitman Hart. Brett!
Oh, no, wow.
Defeating Rowdy Piper for the Intercontinental Championship in 1351, and what was a really fun match. Looking at this, it was probably one of the best matches on the card, but not the best match. I enjoy this match because it's like Piper trying not to brawl, it's actually trying to wrestle. So that's my view on it. Yours, boss?
So I've just been sent a random message.
I sent you a random message, you don't reply to me.
No, I sent a message that was meant for my lass.
Oh no.
No, it's just like she disappeared. I was like, "Where are you, love?" And I sent it to one of my mates. It happens. Although I will warn you that sometimes I do, believe it or not, I do sleep text. I don't know how I'm able to. I've done this to my lass before. Well, I'll have a conversation with her via text whilst asleep. It doesn't happen that much anymore because I'm not really good with an iPod. But like when I used to have the laptop next to my bed, I used to just sleep type. Anyway, next match. The Big Boss Man, Virgil, Sergeant Slaughter, and Jim Duggan defeated the Nasty Boys, Brad Dobbs and Jerry Sags.
The Repo Man!
What's mine? It's yours, it's mine. What's mine? It's mine. And the Mountie with Jimmy Hart in an 8-man tag team match. And that's 6 minutes and 33 seconds.
This is a fucking shitstorm.
Yeah.
It was a fucking terrible match. Next up, one of the co-main events of the evening. Ooh, yeah! Macho Man Randy Savage. Without Miss Elizabeth. Because he banned her from coming to ringside. Although during the match she does turn up at ringside. Defeats. The Cowboy! The Nature Boy!
You did have some awesome chest traps.
Yeah.
Like that.
Ric Flair
with
Mr. Perfect.
And it was Sigma WWE Championship. Randy Savage winning the WWF Championship.
This is the best match.
And more importantly than that, he saved the decency and integrity of the beautiful Miss Elizabeth.
He did by forbidding the fake centerfold that they had ready to be shown. That was the idea. If Savage lost, he would not. Flair would have got a centerfold picture, this Playboy-esque picture of Miss Elizabeth. That didn't exist. Yeah. It's probably the best match of the night.
Definitely.
Actually, it is the best match of the night.
Next,
it's a hell of a match.
Up next is Tatanka. Oh, shit! Versus Rick Martel in a singles match. That's 4 minutes and 33 seconds.
Well, what's weird about this is before the match starts, you fucking see you see them do the war dances before the ring. And you're going, what the fuck is going on out here? Who told Chief Jay to get this older king out?
But up next...
I'm actually just moving.
No, but still, up next.
Well, up next was the Natural Disasters defeating Money Inc. via countout for the WWE Tag Team Championships of the World.
So basically, Money Inc. walked away with the belt.
Yeah.
Because of disqualification.
It was a decent match with tag teams.
Yeah, was it disqualification, actually?
Count.
Count out, alright. Up next was Owen Hart versus Skinner in a singles match that lasted 1 minute and 36 seconds.
Hell of a match.
The shortest match on the card.
And the main event was Hulk Hogan.
I'll take out, brother! It's Hulk Hogan versus Injustice with Harvey Wimbledon, and it's going to be about disqualification, dude! Oh my god!
Because one of your favourites, dude, Papa Shango does a run in and start using the voodoo magic.
I haven't seen this match.
We have.
I don't remember watching that match.
Yeah, we watched it.
I know, but I don't remember watching it.
We watched it.
That shows how good that match was.
Yeah. And then
If I had a Papa Shango running and I forget it.
Then the Ultimate Warrior came running
I
out.
remember it could be weird, didn't it?
Yes. And then
of
the
course.
Warrior comes running out and gets himself blown up. But the most important part of this entire WrestleMania was Paul Ellering returning with the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
We've been a runaway chain. Scary, eh, Gene? Scary now. Look who's driving the train.
So, this WrestleMania, was it a good WrestleMania or a bad WrestleMania?
There's not enough good matches to make it a good WrestleMania. It goes down as bad for me.
I'm inclined to agree. I mean, The Undertaker, Jake Roberts, the return of the LOD and all that jazz. I mean,
there was great spots.
And the Randy Savage match, completely, of course, but the rest of it, just...
Savage, take a breath.
The big tag match, Tatanka, Rick Martel, the tag team title match, just in the whole main event, I would agree. Bad WrestleMania. Bad
WrestleMania.
So, number 9.
Oh.
Okay, you're doing the underbase. So the dark match was
Tito Santana.
Arriba versus Papa Shango. It lasted 8 minutes, but nobody cares. What we care about is the first match of the night. I'll say it for you. Tatanka.
Funny enough, that's who he's facing.
Yeah. Defeated Shawn Michaels with Luda Vachon. I did it right.
Yes. Via countout. This was an 18-minute... Was this 18 minutes?
18 minutes and 13 seconds.
I thought it lasted that long.
It was for the Intercontinental title.
And God, could you tell it lasted that long?
Yep.
I thought it was half the fucking WrestleMania.
Showman by countout. There you go.
Here's a one for you.
Yeah.
This is the opening match of the night.
Yeah.
Yet it's the second longest match of the fucking card.
But the second match of the night was the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. No, there is none finer than Scott Steiner. Defeated the Head Trickers. Samu and Fatu. With Afa.
And Sika.
In a tag team match that lasted 14 minutes and 22 seconds.
Answering your question if Samu got into the business or not.
Yeah.
This was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with these matches is this is 1993.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with this,
Uh-huh.
you felt like it was 1993.
Uh-huh.
Every match in this card, whether it was fucking going on for non-stop, lasted fucking ages.
No.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
No.
Doink the Clown. Down. Doink the Clown, evil Doink at the time, defeats Crush.
How do you lose, Crush? Seriously, you are bigger than him. You are a bigger man than Doink the Clown. You're faster, you're smarter, you're stronger, you're more athletic, you're more flexible, and yet this dumb motherfucker Joker wanted me somehow beats you out.
There was two of them.
I don't care!
No double Doink, yeah, trick.
No. Up next was Reza Ramon
Hey, yo.
versus...
You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. Say hello to the bad guy.
versus Bob Backlund.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund in a rather pathetic-looking match.
3 minutes and 45 seconds.
And as we both stop there to text.
I'm being booked by my fans.
I mean, my girl's on a break.
No.
Our contest was Money Inc. Ted DiBiase and Erwin R. Shyster, IRS, defeated the Mega Maniacs, Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake with Jimmy Hart by disqualification for the WWE to retain the WWE Tag Team titles in the longest match of the night, 1827. And by God, did you feel it was the longest match of the night?
Oh my God, it was horrible. Up next.
I already know my answer for this one.
Yeah, up next, Murderer, Lex Luger versus Mr. Perfect.
10:56 in a good match.
Thanks to Mr. Perfect.
Oh yeah, The Undertaker defeated Giant Gonzalez
Oh God.
in
Oh
7:33 via disqualification because Giant Gonzalez decided to chloroform him.
I know.
Then the Undertaker stretches out and comes back and defeats Gonzalez, and then there's some weird shit. It's just
Number 8, Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji defeated Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWE Championship.
this was a good match. This was a good match with a
Yeah.
nice ending. Yes, Yoko cheats to get the championship, but you know what you could have done with this?
Yeah.
Built up to the fucking King of the Ring, which was only 2 months later.
But wait, Hulk Hogan's in the building. I know Hulk Hogan.
Just look at him, brother. He tricked, he threw something in his eyes, man. Hulk Hogan, my Yokozuna can defeat anyone, anywhere. He faces you the lights now, Hulk Hogan.
And so Hulk Hogan.
Mr. Fuji will, and so that's the
So
thing.
this was a bad WrestleMania.
Yep.
I'll
Hulk Hogan wins
carry
in
on your rant. I'm
22
just writing it
seconds.
down.
Hulk Hogan wins in 22 seconds and defeats all the point of a WWE Championship win.
And finally, for this week, WrestleMania 10. You're doing the odd numbers.
From Madison Square Garden, the dark matches, the Heavenly Bodies, Jimmy Del Rey and Dr. Tom Pritchard, with Jim Cornette defeating the Bushwhackers, Luke Williams and Butch, in an unknown time schedule.
For the first match of the evening was Owen Hart versus Bret the Hitman Hart, with Owen Hart picking up the victory at 20 minutes, 21 seconds, the longest match of the night, and the opening match.
Hell of a match. It's a hell of a match. Anyone wants to watch one match from one WrestleMania, choose that one to WrestleMania 10. The second match of the night was a mixed tag team match involving Doink the Clown and Dink the Clown being defeated by Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon. Look, I said it right.
Yeah. Yeah, you always say it right, though.
In 6 minutes and 9 seconds, and Bam Bam squashes the Clown, much to the boss's relief.
And much next.
Ooh, yeah!
Defeats Crush, accompanied by Mr. Fuji. And you deserved it for your failure last year!
In a 4 count anywhere match, the rules to this were simple. You pin an opponent anywhere in the building. Mm-hmm. They then have a minute to get to the ring.
Yeah, it's a weird
kind of like Texas Death Match. In 9:49, in what was a fun match.
Indeed.
Some interesting elements, a nice ending.
Indeed.
Alundra Blaze defeated Liana Kai for the Tag Women's Championship in 3:20.
Yeah. Men on a Mission, Mabel and Mo, with Oscar, defeated the Quebecers, Jacques and Pierre, with Johnny Polo,
Raven!
by countout for the WWF Tag Team Championships, meaning that the Quebecers got to retain their titles.
Whoop, there it is! Whoop, there it is! Whoop, there it is! Have you heard the Quebecers theme song?
No.
We're not the Mounties! Actually says that.
Next match?
It was a fun match, that match. In the first of 2 WWE title matches, Yokozuna, these were actually advertised, Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette defeated Lex Luger by a disqualification because he put his hands on the special guest referee, Mr. Perfect. And you don't put your hands on the referee.
Up next, it was Earthquake versus Adam Ball with Harvey Whippleman in a singles match that lasted 35 seconds.
Earthquake squash.
Up next was
Hey yo, say hello to the bad guy
versus I think I'm cute. Oh, well, I know I'm sexy. Oh, well, I got the looks. Oh, well, the drives a girl wild. I got the moves. Shawn Michaels
with Diesel. In a ladder match that you may have heard of.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
You may be aware of this match. Just a little bit.
But in the...
What aggression.
It was Bret the Hitman Hart against Yokozuna for the WWF Championship with Roddy Piper as the special guest referee.
And boy, did you pop.
And Bret the Hitman Hart picked up the win because Roddy Piper ain't having your shit.
And boy, did you pop.
I popped. Good WrestleMania?
Good match.
Yep. I like this WrestleMania.
Owen Hart was a good match. Bam Bam was a fun match.
Squash the cat.
More good matches and bad matches. So yeah, I'd give it a good WrestleMania.
And it's a good WrestleMania.
And one of the WrestleMania featured the excellent talents that is Danny Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Is it Danny or Donnie? Donnie Wahlberg. And of course, the names just went out of my head.
Wait, all good is
Burt Reynolds.
Alright, oh fuck.
Burt Reynolds.
Anyway, that's WrestleMania. Down. So as we approach the end of the show, let's jump into the mailbag of justice as we answer your questions in #FanCorner. And we have one question
Can we drop all the hashtags?
What?
We drop the hashtag soon.
We probably will soon. But we have one question this week. Out of all the WWE legends, who do you believe had the most class?
A little known guy called the Geek King.
No, out of all the WWE legends.
Oh, not just the legends. Alright.
No, it has to be the WWE legends.
WWE legends are the most class. One that comes to mind is straight away is Classy Freddy Blassie.
Classy, very classy.
Bobby Heenan.
See, for me, it's Dusty Rhodes.
Most class.
Big Dusty Rhodes that gets that one. He's humble.
Oh, Anderson.
Yeah. Doesn't even stand up for his own ovation.
I know he hates
Like,
that.
come on, dude. Come on, please. I can't, you know, I was the voice of the Shockmaster.
You're saying, bro, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
I'm flying and down with kings and
I
queens.
would say most class.
Yeah, it's a tough question because there's a lot of classic people on there. But it's not to say that nobody else is classy.
One of the ones that came to mind as soon as you said the question was Bobby Heenan.
So there you go.
Bobby Heenan.
So Bobby Heenan and Dusty Rhodes. So there you go. So allow us to plug some of our stuff before we disappear.
It's on Anderson.
Yeah. Allow us to plug some stuff before we disappear. You can follow us both on Twitter at Geek King, G33K_KNG, that's Steve3K_KNG, and Steve Jones 313, that's Steve Jones, number 3, and the same on Tumblr, almost. Geek King is at G33KKING.tumblr.com.
Just remove the underscore.
I'm Steve Jones 313.tumblr.com, and of course, Total Marker has our own page there.
Which is fucking awesome. I should know I moderate it.
Total Markout. TotalMarkout.tumblr.com. If you're watching this video on any of the website other than YouTube,
Like Tumblr.
maybe you're watching it on Tumblr, maybe you're watching it on Facebook, visit our channel. It is youtube.com/user/The Wandering Angel, where you'll find all videos made under the Wandering Angel Productions banner, including hashtag Total Markout, hashtag Shout, and the soon upcoming DC03. And of course, you can find all episodes of Bookmark there as well. You know, absolutely, all made under the Wandering Angel Productions banner. Other places to visit, visit our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Total Markout. It's similar to Tumblr, only a lot more scaled down. Very, very much scaled down.
It's nothing like Tumblr.
Yeah, it's like the skeletal structure, almost.
No, Tumblr has shit on it.
Yeah, so it's,
Facebook gets the episode.
yeah, the show.
Yeah, that's it. The skeleton, so much as a fucking dissected bit. It's like the fucking toe that you keep off someone's foot.
Is the bare working? It has the episodes and some interaction. Just not as much as Tumblr.
There's no interaction.
There is. You don't do it.
I tried.
It's me that does it. So you do the big stuff, I do the little stuff, as well as the editing and the production. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi doesn't want to work with me, so the uploading part is a bit difficult.
But we got stuff to watch tonight, right?
I don't know. We'll find shit to watch.
I love the fucking look on your face there, like, I actually don't know. I'm sure we'll find something.
But yes, other than that, though, guys, there's very much else ready to throw at you. You know, you've got our Tumblr, you got our Twitters, you got our YouTube, you got our Facebook. So really, all that's left is to say, Geek.
I've been the Geek King. He's been Steve Jones 313. Eric Janjitsby has not fucking shown up again, and the mini funk is off trying to do whatever he tries to do when he's not in the studio. This has been hashtag Total Markout. Enjoy WrestleMania. Marks out.